How far would you go to get the perfect body? It's a question millions of Australians are facing daily, and with social media constantly reminding us of the possibilities, it's an answer that's becoming harder to find.
So I think some of my clients do tend to look up to some, say, Instagram celebrities and all that kind of thing. I think it's just, like I said, to have something to aspire in terms of that aesthetic image. So I think that personal training and physique and body composition is definitely a really main facet of sort of helping guys feel like they fit in.
Personal trainer Marlon Levy has been in the industry for 5 years. It is during this time that he has seen an increase in the amount of clients showing an interest in artificial enhancement.
I think a lot of clients tend to show a little bit of interest in performance enhancing drugs, steroids, all those kind of things. Just because it's a little bit of an easy way out, a bit of a shortcut to help you get there, as opposed to what I said before, to really speed up your results.
24-year-old Jason Pack has been taking his own shortcut with steroids on and off for the past 4 years, a habit he says is easy to maintain.
These days it is easy. It's called an underground lab, where a lot of people make it in their backyard, and they go for about anywhere from 80 to about $150, $160, and it's very easy to get your hands on these days, yes.
Despite less risky methods of gaining size, nothing quite seems to compare to the hard and fast results of steroids. Representative rugby player Jaya Wanitas says it's hard to resist when you see the effects it has on others.
It got to a point where there were a lot of kids that were actually quite a lot more dominant and physical than me based on their size, and I'd considered it a few times, and I'd also considered, not considered, but I'd assumed that other players that were playing around me were using, and I wanted to get to that peak that they were, because to get to your peak there's months and months of training and everything you need to get to that point. I just feel like it's unfair having someone be on steroids and get there in half the time.
Unfortunately, all those gains still come at a cost.
I'm happy to pay that. It's about $1,000 to $1,500 for a cycle, but that's, if you save up and you want to look good and you have the commitment, then I'd say it is worth it, yeah.
From a health and fitness perspective, Marlon says it's not just money you're losing.
You can develop things like gynecomastia, which is enlargement of the breasts. A lot of guys tend to go bald. They tend to actually grow a lot of facial body hair, all those kind of things. Of course, there's the rage, because like I said, your testosterone and your estrogen are at such differences with each other, and they're trying to catch up with each other. You can get quite emotional, depression perhaps, in some extreme cases suicide, so yeah, it is pretty full on.
As social media use becomes a regular part of our daily lives, so do the images we see daily. It soon seems normal to have glowing teeth, no evidence of body hair, crisp tan skin, and a fresh gym pump all year round.
Or it just becomes a part of everyday living, like brushing your teeth, eating, or going to sleep. You begin to think about muscles a lot because you're constantly surrounded by bodies, you're constantly surrounded by people exercising that.
Final message to any health and fitness enthusiast:
it doesn't last forever. So the gains that you make in lean muscle mass, the gains you make in size, the gains you make in strength, they do tend to drop off. So you're much better doing it the natural way and then keeping it, even though it is a little bit more of a slower grind. It's definitely a lot more effective and better for your body for the long run. I think that if you are a steroid user or dabble in steroids, it's going to affect you then, it's going to affect you in the future, short term, and it's going to affect you in the future, long term. So there is definitely more than a few risks when it comes to steroid use for both now and the future.
This is Amy Carriglou reporting After the Bell.